Hello, you patient, pleasant peanuts. And I would like once again to apologize for the delay. To kind of get into more detail about it, as well as share this story, because well, here's the thing, right? Basically, what happened is someone got heat stroke. I had, I involved myself to help, call the ambulance, stuck around to make sure everything's good, right? Problem being, and that wasn't because it's a distressing situation or whatever. Usually, when this type of thing happens, I kind of lock up. In my mind, I immediately just focus on the objective stuff, and I don't really feel the other stuff that I'm feeling so unless panic grows so much that it actually does take over, I'm unlikely to parse, process, or anything of the sort. I'm just focused on the objective. And the problem is that well, after I'd got them some water, I got them into the shade. I say I, but it's more accurate to say, well, I was the one who got water, but because there was this other dude who was because it was him whom actually signaled to me that something happened, because I noticed that he was kind of moving weird. I couldn't see the person from behind a would you even call it, like a concrete barrier, I guess. So I'd done everything I could think of and everything that the EMTs told me on the phone to do. So we'd stop the bleeding. I went and got her water. We'd helped her move to into the shade. And the thing is, right? Ambulance was not getting there. It'd been 10 minutes and the ambulance wasn't here. And I remembered once, I was thinking everything that I could still do, and I remember that a nearby pharmacy, literally 1 minute away, um had or at least I remember it putting up signs of in case of heat stroke you can get first aid here or something like that. So I go in, and there was a line, which I obviously caught into because it was an emergency. And I explained, it's an emergency. Someone's had a heat stroke down by the bus station and all that shit. And the pharmacist had the sheer fucking gall to go something like, "Sir, please wait in line." It's an emergency. What do you not get? And she had this attitude of "Go call the ambulance." I already did. They're not getting here yet, and I want to make sure that, I've done everything that I could. "Go call them then again." Basically an attitude among the lines of "Go bother them instead of me." Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? And genuinely, in the moment, I was focused on my objective of see if there's anything more to do. But well, this whatchamacallit, this madame just was just acting incensed that as a medical professional, even if she was just quote unquote a pharmacist, I was expecting her to be capable and willing to help with someone who is currently in distress, not doing well. What? I didn't even process that. I didn't even process the sheer fucking retardation of go call the ambulance again. The attitude of, go bother them, not me. I'm working. Bitch, this is your job. Holy fucking shit. And I'm glad that, when this shit happens, I, like I said, just focus a lot on the facts of the, situation. I don't, I don't let myself get caught into the minutia, and I also kind of I don't want to say shut off my feelings because that feels a bit too edgy, but I do very much like stop focusing on basically relevant details. And am I gonna need this? I'm not gonna take it with me. Fuck it. I will need, however, the torch. I'm gonna go dig out some more magnetite. But yeah, like, because like genuinely, as I was walking home, because after they got like picked up by the fucking ambulance, and you know, they were being carried to the hospital, the emergency room. You know, we'd basically confirmed that we'd done. Are those two fucking bears? Ah, that's lovely. Yeah, come at me, bro. So after I'd like, you know, both me and the other guy confirmed that she was gonna be fine, I went, you know, to like, sorry, after she was picked up, I went and picked up because, you know, considering the situation, no one bothered with the what are they called? The fucking the tissues that she used to like stop the bleeding. And well, that's basically kind of it. So I went to pick them up, but because like I did this, you know, out of like because I was, you know, kind of like winding down, and it was a very much a get blocked, bitch. Ow. Come back here. You motherfucker. So yeah, I kind of like picked them up without thinking to throw them away. Actually, I thought like, okay, maybe I should pick something up, but then I realized that I don't have something to pick them up with, so we just went like, yeah, fuck it, who the fuck cares? It's just blood. She's probably not carrying anything, and even so, I can just go wash myself at home. Plus, they were mostly like dried up, so again, who the fuck cares, right? But yeah, I just went back home and dried my shit up, and sorry, not dried, cleaned, washed my hands, all that stuff. How the fuck are you less of a threat than a black bear? I think you should feel ashamed of yourself. Anyway, so yeah, that's how it went. And like, as I was going home, you know, as like should I call it fair flight? I'm not sure if it's the appropriate way, but the appropriate term, but you know what, probably worse ways to refer to it. So as it was kind of winding down, I realized, like, I started processing like the whole conversation with that fucking pharmacist, and genuinely, like, the meme pharmacist is pretty funny to me, right? Because you know, pun. But what the fuck are you, and why are you? Yo, dude, don't you think you should be helping me with these things? I mean, it's in your interest as well, right? Well, not really, considering the fact that I plan to kill you, but still. I don't know, I'd expect you to show a bit more solidarity, considering we're both living things, where those are not. But yeah. I genuinely, like, here's the thing, right? I try to be very understanding of service workers. I try to be very understanding of people who, you know, are, like, working a, what's it called? Work at a checkout or any of the shit, and they need to deal daily with people, and like, I understand all that shit. However, there is a point where like there is some incompetence that just needs to be you know, addressed. Like, that just can't be, I can't just leave it in good conscience at yeah, you're having a bad day. Like, no. Her choices actively perpetuated and, you know, put at risk a young girl's life. Well, a girl's life, I should say. Young is a bit much. She was a 16-year-old girl. Was. What the fuck? Still is. Probably. And, that just fucking pissed my... Like, pissed me so much. Pissed me off so much. Like, dude. Why the fuck are you acting like doing your actual fucking job is, like, a drag? Like, something I'm not supposed to ask you to do. Oh my fucking god. Yeah. Sorry, I'm probably rallying myself up again, but yeah, imagine that shit though. Imagine like, someone who like would and should be able to help you not helping you because you weren't waiting in line. Like, sorry, I'm going to calm down. And I admit it, like, even if we take just like the most selfish aspect of it, it actually was not about taking care of the girl. It was about like assuaging my own concern, right? So let's take the most selfish interpretation. I am still someone who is clearly in a state of distress over a situation. Therefore, I might also not be reliable in handling that situation. Therefore, leaving that situation in my, under my jurisdiction rather than you coming in to, like, check on to someone who, again, passed the fuck out and banged her head onto the pavement is such a gross level of negligence that it genuinely deserves reprimand. Which indeed I did. Normally, I don't. I would genuinely just decide to not shop somewhere again if, an employee is a fucking bitch. But in that case, I decided that no. Like, that behavior is far, far, far too, like, inappropriate for someone working in her field. So I wrote a complaint to management about it. I know it was probably a Karen thing to do, but then again, others might need the same kind of assistance one day, and, Lil Missy would just have her hands in her thumb up her fucking ass because, well, you didn't wait in line. Like, still, like, how the fuck? I'm sorry. How fucking retarded do you need to be to think that, it's a crisis situation, someone approaches the place of healthcare, and your, like, reaction of, sir, please wait in line, is in any way, shape, or form a reasonable reaction? How the fuck does that work? Like, I get it if, she's got, like, fucking peanuts for brains, right? Like, I get that. But she's supposed to be a pharmacist. I know it's not as much of a, I guess, whatchamacallit, high work, smart person work, whatever you want to call it. Like, the barrier for entry, I'm fucking stupid. I know the barrier for entry isn't that big, but there is, still like a minimum level. And the minimum level is being able and willing to help people who are in distress, who need help. Which, again, even taking it at the most, like, selfish, so even assuming, like, that I should have known, which, no, I fucking shouldn't have. Fuck right off. You still, like, don't pull the "sir, please wait in line" type of shit. Like, oh my fucking god. I bet you that girl was bullied in high school. I bet you she was. Because that's, like, honestly, the only way I can imagine someone would be, like, this much of fucking stickler for the rules in this kind of a way. Like, she was a social outcast of a sort. She was, not very well liked, not many friends, that type of shit. I fucking guarantee it. And I'm very, like, I'm also, okay, this is a bit autofillatory, whatever. I'm being a bit too proud of myself here, but, like, can I get a hand for the fact that, like, I genuinely, didn't take it on any personal level, didn't like waste my fucking time with that shit, even though, I've admitted multiple times that I have issues with keeping my temper cool. But I like was so focused on like the objective of making sure I can do everything that's possible for that girl, to avoid actually getting in a fucking fight with a dumb bint over a retarded comment. Because like multiple people I've spoken to expressed a fairly great deal of displeasure at the knowledge that this happened. And even one of the like most polite, typical like British people that I know, in the like British stereotype of like, oh, I wouldn't like to make a fuss, it's fine, called it, and I quote, absolute wankery. Wait, am I quoting it right? I think I am. But yeah, let me just go on Do Not Disturb for a minute. So yeah, that's been my morning. Okay, let's see, where is it? Because I do want to give the appropriate quote. Oh, right. The specific quote is a special level of wankery. So yeah. Man, that was a evening, I'll tell you what. And again, normally, I understand, right? And I don't hold it against people if they like get, too verbally rough or whatever other bullshit during a high stress situation, because, high stress situations fucking suck and are stressful for some reason. That I bet we can all hazard a guess at. Why am I picking all this up? I'm stupid. Bees. So yeah. Well then. In other news, because actually the upsetty spaghetti isn't done yet. I learned today that Konami is trying to sell Silent Hill F for $80. The F really does stand for fuck Konami, doesn't it? Like, here's the thing, right? I am already considering Silent Hill F to be a fucking pseudo-intellectuals game. Like, I'm 100% certain that as a game it will pretty much only appeal to the kind of people who like, basically tourists. I'm just gonna say it. And Silent Hill tourists are midwits and pseudo-intellectuals. They are people who have far too great of an opinion of their own like intelligence, or they actually don't, but they're trying to pretend that they do, and it's earned. Either way you cut it, I very much don't believe, one should take, especially something like Silent Hill, as a fucking fashion statement. And yet, here we are. And Silent Hill F is very much like a game made to pander to that kind of bullshit specifically. Rift activity. Wait, did I hear that? Because I heard something I haven't heard before. Specifically, I think it sounded a bit like I am now terrified. It sounded kind of like what's it called? The like screeching in Now, which one is the actual... Oh, right, this is the other cave. Anyways, it reminded me of the fucking escape run parasites screeching. And I'm gonna be honest, escape run parasites in Vintage Story, please don't. Like, ever. Okay, thank you. Now, where is that entrance? Go away, please. I do not appreciate you. Is it here? Oh, there it is. So yeah. I was so miffed. But now we are back in the cave. Let's just keep on to the left. Holy shit, I am so happy I'm not probably gonna never need another, well, not never, but it will be a long while until I need a new vein. So yeah, that's kind of been my morning. And kind of the reason why I had to delay today's stream. Because, like, I got home and I, like, knew, you know, it was right. I could have, I guess it was like 10:50, something like that, my time. But the thing is, right, I don't want to go, whatchamacallit, I don't want to go on stream when I'm like that royally fucking pissed. It's like I was genuinely raising my voice and I was so angry that I genuinely did not care that you know, other people were hearing me talk about it. Cause like genuinely fuck that bitch. Anyways, so that being said, back to why Silent Hill F stands for fuck off, you pretentious assholes. First off, Ryukisho 7, I'm sorry, but he does not do, at least nothing of his catalog is worthy of like the same, like a game that wants to quote unquote try to bring back the Japanese approach to Silent Hill, unless you just want to like make a worse Silent Hill that you know, but this time it's in Japan. It's like Silent Hill is defined by its specific, like, you know, American through Japanese eyes, especially American occultism. And ignoring that is already like a huge red flag. The fact that he went on about like fucking modern politics bullshit talking points like, you know, oh yeah, and like other girls in Silent Hill, my main character will have. Just imagine I'm saying this while rubbing my nipples through flaps in my shirt. Will have agency. Yes, I am a very smart man. That being said, it's not impossible that, you know, it's still not impossible that I could be just wrong. However, improved mining, let's go. I have to wonder, would I need like rock mining? What is it called? Stonecutter? No, Stonebreaker. I don't think I would I? Crystal Seeker. You know what, I'm gonna go Gemstone Miner. For no reason at all. Anyways, back to my whinging. So, consider all that combined with the fact that, you know, like, here's another thing. Higurashi not actually that mainstream of a series, you know, very much a niche series, but yet everyone talking about it is like, oh my god, he's a writer of Higurashi. Like, okay, what do you know about Higurashi? Hmm? Hmm? And I'll tell you what I know. Pretty much fuck all. I know there's also Umineko. Do you know, like, at least the fact that they were originally visual novels? Do you know that, what even they are about? Like, I don't. Which is why I don't pretend I'm, oh my god, it's the Ryukishi 07. Like, who the fuck is Ryukishi 07? You know, kind of situation. No. My apologies. Again, not to diminish the guy himself's worth. Because I'm sure he is not as bad of a writer as I think he is. Which is like the most backhanded thing that I can say, but genuinely that's like my opinion, because I am like, from what I've heard of him, from what I've seen about from Silent Hill F, is just gonna be another one of like the horrors of collectivism type of bullshit, which is very frequent in Japanese media. And not that there's anything wrong with that kind of a story. Not that there's anything wrong with, you know, addressing your country's specific like ills, but it doesn't justify forcing us to buy. No, I'm joking, but it doesn't justify really any excitement on account of the fact that, you know, the story's already been told n fucking times. It's trite at this point. Because it's no longer like original. So it only relies on the execution. Therefore, any sort of excitement about it is basically misplaced. It's also misplaced on the fact that you know, Higurashi, from what I've seen, does not focus on you know, occultism at all. No aliens, no fucking demons, none of that bullshit, no magic. Even more than that, it is not a whatchamacallit, monster-based psychological horror series. It does not employ aspects of like liminal horror. It does not do what Silent Hill does. It does not rely on being isolated, and you can see that with how fucking noisy F seems to be from its trailers. You know, especially since it's going to refer to bullying. Also, another thing that Higurashi doesn't do is that kind of like flat, surrealist style of presentation of acting when it comes to the characters. Because, you know, it does that very Japanese thing of like fisheye lens, narrow pupils, you know, screeching about your feelings at the top of your lungs, all that stuff, which does not happen in Silent Hill. Even even the strongest outbursts, at least from adults, are like James shouting, "Leave us both the hell alone." Hi, Marcin. Or, what's it called? Come on, brain. I believe you can do it. There we go, Heather's, which, you know, she's being like, most of the game she's just kind of like confused, annoyed, like, you don't have the, typical, like, anime over the top, like, I have very strong feelings type of shouting from her, and, you know, she's a literal teenager, so you have the blueprint for the like acting that, you know, fits the tone of the game, and yet we are seeming to go for, you know, that. Hello, McLovin. We all exist, whether we want to or not. Best we can do is make the most out of it. So yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, sure, but from our perspective, we exist, well, for a great amount of people, I'm sure that they exist both for far too long and for far too little. Because, Jesus Christ, life is so long, man. Like, it's one of those things, right? Actually, on, less of a I'm genuinely fucking pissed off topic. Life is such a weird thing because you'll feel like I think I've mentioned before, I'm 26. And even at this age, I have moments of feeling like, oh my god, I'm so old, I'm too old for this shit, and like, not fully ironically. But the thing is, sometimes I feel, like, life's already passed me by, like, this is where I'll be my whole life, all that bullshit. Which, not really, or I should say, I guess, the peak of my time on this earth. Which is to say, like, it's not that I'm in a bad place right now, I mean, shit, the fact that I seem to have somehow convinced people that it's worth tuning in every other day or so to my just fucking wanky self what's even the word proper, whatever, to these streams is what I'm saying. It's it's like pretty enjoyable, like I'm having fun here. But I thought for a moment I was hearing a boat horn, because like drifters I can deal with, and they're handleable, because, I have a lot of vision, and I can control where they go, and all that shit. But boat horns are going to kind of suck here, because I'll basically turn into fucking Gears of War. But anyways. But the point is, like, this isn't a place where I feel I'd be satisfied with being for essentially the whole rest of my life. And, but it feels that way, I feel like I've kind of run out of the figurative steam. One second. But, like, that's, and this is true not just in the, like, social sense of, like, because I've finished college, I've, I basically should start getting into, oh, Nelly, this guy is a nasty one. There is shit that I have to, like, get on with. Oh, dear! You came fast. But, I have to remind myself, and I often do, that, like, I'm still just 26. I have so much more time and all the energy to do it. So, it's... Life, like I've said, it's both too short, because no one, or I will venture a guess and say mostly no one, or very few people at the very least, die being fully satisfied with what like everything they've done, without wanting to get another chance to do something else, so yeah. Durability. Now, durability is as useful a mechanic as limited ammo, for example. So it is something to do when you, like, have a plan for how that durability pans out. I actually think the experience of acquiring gear in Vintage Story compared to Minecraft is pretty equal, or rather I should say gear availability. Because yes, it takes a lot longer to get, well, really everything in Vintage Story, but every single tool is far more durable than its, level equivalent in Minecraft. So, for example, the pickaxe is, this is basically the equivalent to a diamond pickaxe, like the second strongest tier. And a diamond pickaxe isn't going to have 1000 durability. How much does it have? 600 or so? So, item durability is not something that should be employed just like for thematic reasons, because it is something that reflects on the game's, like, main loop. So, like, everything that has that effect, it should be used in, the appropriate point. Now, realism is not fully an excuse for durability. A freshly what's the word I'm looking for? Smithed sword is not going to go bad in, like, what, 200 swings or so. Like, okay, sure, it'll grow dull and, like, chip, and sure, yeah, you'll put, like, it'll have decreased lethality, so obviously if you can, you should maintain it, and on the long run, it will still not be good. However, they wouldn't break, like, say, in Legend of Zelda. Realistic durability would be more along the lines of, like, a decrease in performance until it eventually breaks. Yes, asterisk. So there is a asterisk there, because wear and tear is a thing that happens to tools and you need to maintain them. However, you don't get as intense a wear and tear on tools as you do in real life, as you do in video games, because in real life, wear and tear is something that, like, it's the type of consequences that you, and more importantly, like, your children might suffer from. If you try to pass if you try to, like, pass on a piece of whatchamacall them, not technology, a gear, something like a hoe or a scythe or whatever, or a what's it called, cast iron pan, right? Like, something, if you try to pass it on but you fail to take good care of it, maybe, like, not necessarily immediately, but in the usage of like, as it's being used by the kid, it will perform worse. And when the option of just get a new one, bro, isn't available, well, you basically screwed over your kids from something that they would otherwise basically inherit by right. So that's why, that's like durability in real life. Less so about just avoiding things breaking in your hands, and more so about ensuring that even your kids get to use them. Now, obviously, the same, like, this changes depending on... Ow! Oh, dear! If I die here, someone please clip the bit where I said, yeah, I'm not concerned about drifters here. But yeah, because, like, here I'm talking about, like, tools and simple quote-unquote weapons. But another game that uses durability is, my god, brain, work with me, fuck you. What's it called? Fallout 3. And I am not a gun person. I genuinely don't even get the appeal of gun ownership. I just think it's a very good way to put your kids in danger from themselves. So when you have but I will say that I know at least that guns are, more complicated devices. They, if they are mistreated, have a lot more, like, small parts that through mistreatment can, like, you can have the metal tire out, I mean, in a spring, and it, like, doesn't isn't as springy as it should. You can have it just things break because they got so corroded that the next bit of stress just you know, took them over the edge and they couldn't hack it anymore. There's like a lot of things that can and indeed do go bad with more small piece technology in you know, the real world. So in that sense, durability also is a factor because with like, you know, with a sword, right? As it loses durability, it is going to shoot worse and sorry, it is going to like need more and more strength to cut. But with a what's it called? But with a gun, it's not just that. As it loses durability, you genuinely run the risk of it like misfiring, right? So it's not just that it loses accuracy because I don't know, the fucking rifling on the barrel is what we call dulled, but also the fact that you genuinely run the risk of it either like failing to to, you know, propel the projectile and having backblast, or it like genuinely firing with such poor accuracy that it's a threat to other people you might be, you know, not trying to kill. So that's my 2 cents on that topic. Durability is obviously overplayed in games, but so is everything else. You know, you're not going to mine like 1 cubic meter of rock without actual power equipment. You know, you are not going to mine. How much is this? 1,000 cubic meters of rock with like 1 stone pickaxe. Sorry, 1 iron pickaxe. And also add one more thing. You know, the tool itself can like dull and bend, which you can, you know, up to a point like fix with an anvil or a whetstone. But your handle can also break, and frequently does. You like, if you can just go and buy a new tool, you need to like refit the head of a tool to a what's it called? To a handle. And especially since you can see that this is bound, which I don't really understand because, like, it's not hard. Rather, I should say, I've seen people, and it seemed quite easy when they did it, placing a what's it called? Come on, brain. Just making the hole and the handle's head big enough to fit into the hole, and then like making it a bit bigger by, for example, jamming in another wedge from the other side so that it gets locked in. Now I don't know. Again, I don't know the technological purposes. It might just be so that you know, we quote unquote get why this happens. But even setting that aside, let's assume that the character actually needs to bind this in order for it to hold. That, oh fuck. Again, the rope itself can kind of rot away. That is a factor when, you know, using rope to hold things in place. It won't hold things in place if it rots away. So yeah. But honestly, in a way that I am kind of getting frustrated by how often I'm saying it. I don't know about you. I think as a gameplay mechanic, it is a gameplay mechanic, and like every other gameplay mechanic, it depends a lot on how it is used. And usage is probably the most important and revelatory aspect of this. So yeah. Should I start the... Hello there. I seem to have missed something. Goodbye. Rice seeds. Do I have... No, but I have at home. Cabbage seeds. Ooh, cassava! We can make vodka out of this. I don't need rice. I don't like rice. May I? No, I may not. Let's see if I may milk him. You know, one channel that I like, don't hate when I see pop up in my shorts feed. By the way, I so wish I could stop watching YouTube shorts. Like that shit, I keep turning it off. I go like, turn off for 30 days. But it never seems to quite stay off for 30 days. Funny how that works. Wonder if that's standing any chance to get fixed. But anyways, so one channel that, I don't really hate seeing in my feed is Camman18, right? Like, it's just some simple shit to watch. And recently he talked about, useless mechanics. It's easy to say that, but then I see something that catches my eye, and I kind of like go like, ooh, that sounds interesting. And then the brain just goes like, scroll, scroll, scroll. Like, yeah, no, because it's like literally engineered to grab your attention, which is why I hate myself for falling for it. And I try to like, not, but sadly, there are many fights that one may win during his life, and this does not seem to be one of them, which I'm not happy to admit. However, Camman was talking about how like he how like I don't know, he was talking about the goat horn items, and mentioned how like there's only 4 of them that are like relatively easily obtainable. The other 4 can be found from like what are called screaming goats, which you can find out if like you can figure out which are the screaming goats by trying to milk them, because they scream when you milk them. And in a way that like really feels like, I don't know, I love it when people are funny online. I don't know how else to put it. It makes me happy. And the comment section was filled with people going like, you know, oh yeah, the screaming goats are just male goats. That's why they scream when you milk them. Like that's funny. Straight up. But yeah, no. It's you said you are growing in less than a day. What the fuck are you doing? Toward my plans? Are you? Okay, let's see. I don't have any resin. But that's not what I went... Actually, it's not what I went there for. I went there to get stones so I can make more shards. Okay, I should probably just use these for a second. So I can make some more space. Now some more of these. I'm gonna take these, put them into the grinder. Which part? Because I was also kind of talking to myself for a second there. I definitely need to make another hammer. Let's see. Do you work? So much for realism. If you know where that quote comes from, you know of a G and the legend. Where's the magnetite? The magnet's so tight that I might zone. But yeah. Let's see. Do I have... Yep, which means I don't need to save any of this. Ah, this is fun. Can't wait to cook all that grog. Forget about it while I go chop trees, come back and realize, oh shit, this has been burning for so long. My god, I'm stupid. Ah, that'd been so fun. But sadly, that does not seem to be the case. And how it works, apparently. No matter, I have more than enough of everything. So I think I have an andesite, there we go. I do have a lot of andesite stones. I'll be damned. Well, no matter. Okay, let me feed you. Alright then, see ya. I'm missing the hammer. There it goes. And I'll have to make a new one. I'm gonna move the one down from the forge up top, because this one has, you know, usage on it. Okay. Is 2 months enough to ripen a cheese? Because I feel like it probably wouldn't be. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Do I have an axe? Because I feel like I don't, do I? Oh well. Looks like today is another day of working around the house. Many people have called this game a homesteading simulator, and yeah, very much so, yeah. Oh wait, the cassava seeds. The cassava seed. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna need a hammer. What am I looking for? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna keep a stack of brown coal down into the smithy, just to make sure. Alright. Not the best wind power, but... Actually, hold on, because I do have resin. I'm gonna make another turbine and the gears to run it. Wait, that ain't right. Is that all the... Wait, really? Oh, shit. I want to use pine, so I'm gonna use oak. Oak. think this should be enough. I'm gonna make the two. Oh, wait. Wait, do I not have space for the cassava anymore? Ooh, I can get some flaxseed oil. That'll be fun. Okay, so I have the hammer, right? Yep, I'm gonna need this and this. Okay, let's see if I can go by heart. Probably something like this. No. This? No? Okay, let's see. How do you craft a rotor? So oh, I just need to take this out. Couple of them. Not yet. No. I definitely need to make one because, well, it'd be useful. But currently I haven't gotten around to making it. I do have, however, a planned position for it. And it is going to be, or at least I want to make a smaller greenhouse for my exotic plants, you know, like pineapples and cassava. And I'm gonna be putting it here. Maybe if I find some, I'll plant, I don't know, a pomegranate tree or something. And then I want to make a, like, you know, actual agricultural greenhouse, which will be probably here over this plot, which I will slowly replace with terra preta. Okay, let's see. One and... Really? Is it because of the glass, or is it something else? I don't have enough fat. How the fuck do I not have enough fat? Resin used to be the limiting component, now it's fat. Trying to think what the fuck could I do. I mean, it's probably because of all these axles that I've been making. Well, here's the thing. Oh, there's first things first. There is a mod which basically makes oh, I see. Oh yeah, that is rough. It's like how I used to think that you need a like second generation onwards goat to be able to milk it. Okay, I think this should be fine, please. One and oh god fucking damn it. Anyways, so for if you don't find a high fertility soil, by the way, that there's a mod for that. It's actually way more common than you think. It's just difficult to see oftentimes. So my suggestion, either download the mod, it's called High Visibility or High Fertility Soil Particle, something like that. Or there is also the alternative that you can make terra preta with bone meal, compost, and powdered charcoal. And compost does suck to get, and you do get like a worse amount of it for more compost primarily, and you also use... Actually, no, that's just it. You just use the same amount of resources, you just get one instead of two. But you can use this recipe to get it if you can't find any other way. Am I slowly freezing? Yep. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! Thank God. How the fuck does this game's, like, fall damage... sorry, how the fuck is this game's fall damage significantly more forgiving than Minecraft's? So like I said, compost, you can also buy that from the, what's it called? The agriculture merchant. It's not even that expensive. Yep. The Seraphs are like way tougher. Hot take. The Seraphs are way tougher than Steve. Maybe not as strong, but they definitely take far more of a punishment than him. Okay, so I have Grog. How much weight do I have though? I know I placed it somewhere. There we go. I'm gonna put the ceramic shards because I'm certain this batch is done. Yep, what I tell you. And now we're gonna start cooking up some more blue clay. By the way, this is another mod, recycle everything, I think it's called, or something like that. Some assembly required, I think. Maybe. But, yeah, definitely recommend it for honestly, your mind's sake. Because, like, holy fucking shit. I would lose my mind working. I will lose my mind, don't get me wrong. But I would lose my mind even faster if I needed to, like, actually find white clay. Sorry, blue clay on my own. I've put a few mods in the description that you can see, which I personally find to be not necessary because the game is good enough vanilla still, but I do find that they make it significantly more enjoyable. God damn it. Wait, I can use an empty bottle. Wait, really? Man, I'm jealous. Can't find them for shit. Alright. Housewarming. Cheese. I'm gonna make cheese pie. I'm gonna call it the burek. Man, there's like this pleasant breeze blowing. You know, one of those very nice summer's day. Which makes it even funnier that, you know, it's winter in Vintage Story itself. How much iron do I have? None. Wow. I'm also running low on firewood. Red clay I find is pretty common, like that's but blue clay, honestly. What do you say? Trade you for, I don't know, what you need. Temporal gear? I'll give you both my cheeses for like, I don't know, half of one deposit. I am joking, by the way. Not that I wouldn't give you the cheese, just that well, you know, that's not how this works, but even more is the point. I forgot what I was. I'm telling you guys that the Dementia arc is coming. God, I hope this doesn't age poorly as a joke. Right, but yeah, not that I wouldn't trade you, just that you know, I kind of like yoked myself onto this. Sorry, I just had to stretch my back. I don't know what's been going on. These, like, for the past while, I've just been having these really strong, like, need to stretch moments in the morning. Oh, there's the other bowl. I knew there was one. I'm gonna take it back up. Can we just split these off? I think I still hear the pot working, so I think I don't need to rush there quite yet. I just want to break off the slag because I can take it off quite easily, but the hammer can't. So I need to do it, I can do it myself, and then I can just let it work on its own. Okay, let's see. It's done. One, two. Where is it? There we go. Wonder how much of this process can be automated. Because, like, I need to be here to pick this up. Also, sidebar. I tried using chutes and hoppers to make an automated campfire for quicklime, and it did not pan out. Sad to say. To be fair, though, this is maybe I'm like low-key coping here, but honestly, when it comes to vintage story, this is the life, man. Like, just whiling your time away, handling maintenance around your house, doing stuff, nothing too high commitment. At least, to my mind, that's like vintage story at its best. Because, sure, I've seen actually someone earlier today say that playing this game outside of streaming is masochism, which, for one, hey, don't go calling me out like that. What the fuck, dude? I'm just kidding, but on a more serious note, I feel like it comes from a very, Minecraft 2.0 perspective. Expecting this game to play like, like Minecraft 2.0, instead of seeing what it means to be. Because fundamentally, what I love about this game, I've said it not just once. Yes, the music helps a lot, but fundamentally, it's just the very simple fact that you are doing something that requires like a lot more involvement. It's not like in Minecraft where I just get the fucking what's it called, iron ingots, and I place them in a line and I make a pickaxe, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Just to be clear, everyone has their own preference when it comes to the amount of work to be done in a game, but people for a very long while have been like, running, or rather gamers I should say, with this tacit understanding that even if you yourself don't like a game, like in a lot of games, the delay gratification and the complexity in mastering how to just do shit is like the key draw. And this game ain't no different. That's the very short of it. And ow. I'm gonna beat your ass up, boy. So, yeah. You missed. Reminds me of, I think it was from the Frieza fight in TFS. I just realized I don't need to go outside. I can just pop in and out, which, not gonna lie, this is pretty fun. This realization. I made this. This is the outcome of my decisions. Look at this place. I did this with my own little hands. It looks good. Not, like, gorgeous or anything. But it's definitely, you know, pretty fucking good looking. I have to say, I'm happy with how everything turned out. And if I have it my way, it will only get better. Just break these. Actually, I probably need to go check on the clay. But yeah. There we go. And there we go. I'm surprised at being, like, lacking in fat. That's definitely a new one. I'm gonna make another hammer from the like glowing hot ingot. Leave everything else to the helve. Wait, let me just put these here. There we go. And I need a hammerhead. I should not have whatchamacallit, placed it. Brain, words please! I should not have mixed the hot one with these ones, because I would have made an axe out of that one. But such is life. I'm just gonna make one after this. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna leave it to the Hellhammer because I want to go refill. I definitely need to refill this. By the way, one thing I've realized recently, so Karl Heisenberg from Resident Evil Village, he's voiced by Daniel Newborn, or is it Newman? I think it's Newborn, right? Like, yeah, Astarion, like, before he was a vampire, or rather I should say Cazador isn't the first vampire that Astarion, you know, strongly opposes. Except, you know, in this case, the vampire herself isn't, actually he still is. Wow. I want to say that, she isn't the, you know, perpetrator of sexual abuse. And yeah, technically speaking, she's not, like, against, you know, Heisenberg, but she is, like, you know, her, I should say, treatment of the women, I'm talking about Alcina Dimitrescu. Why am I struggling to speak my own fucking language? Alcina Dimitrescu from Ari Village. Like, I was gonna say that, you know, at least she's not a rapist like Cazador. But no, actually, she's very much like as much as like a Saturday morning cartoon Resident Evil can get away with. Yeah, that's basically what she acts like towards the women that she victimizes for, well, their blood, quote unquote. Like, wow. And that's all nice and good, but actually, one thing that I'll never understand, and that I think is like, you can't not be cringe doing it. Acting like you are your character, or like in any way you can speak for a character that you play when you are an actor. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of Genshin, necessarily. Like, I played it when it first came out, like yonks ago, and I realized that the gameplay is way too fucking basic for my liking. And you know, I went on my merry way playing other. Yeah, I'm gonna put like 2 more charcoals. But I knew that Karina Butger, Paimon's voice actress, was a fucking weirdo when they projected that, basically all but projected that they were Paimon by saying, oh yeah, by the way, Paimon's non-binary and goes by they, them. Like, who the fuck are you again? And like, I think it's always so fucking cringe when you have an actor, actress, or whatever pretend like you know, they speak for their characters. And I still remember like one of the cringiest ones being Lest from Arcane, whom, like, cool character, but how precisely did her voice actress decide that she is trans? Because yeah, if you didn't know, Lest from Arcane is trans. And again, personally, like, I like the character. She has a pleasant design, a pleasant presence. The voice actress did a great fucking job. But it is not the actor's place to decide such things. And this whole phenomenon, I feel like, started from, or I noticed it from Maggie Smith, I think is the name of the actress for Alcina Dimitrescu. But yeah, as I was saying, so when the actress for Lady Dimitrescu decided to say that, oh yeah, Alcina would totally be an ally, like, huh? The, like, woman eating the vampire woman who prefers to eat other women, that one, you want to try and paint her as an ally, huh? I beg your pardon. So fucking dumb, man. Like, why even would you want her to be an ally? Like, why? What, like, virtue does she have which would make her being an ally, like, you know, good for the cause? Other than the fact that she is, you know, a famous video game character that was in the zeitgeist for a while, and is arguably attractive. I actually think Lady Dimitrescu is rather not, because of all the fucking popping veins and stretch marks and ugly ass, you know, desiccated zombie skin. Like, she looks good from a distance, but you look up, you know, setting aside all like big woman, big bazungas memes, she is not a beautiful woman, like, past the surface level. And, you know, that's the fucking point, considering the fact that her whole monster transforms into basically a vagina dentata with wings. Her monster form is a vagina dentata with wings. Like, God. You know? And yeah, I remember that Maggie Smith was one of the first actors that I've seen talk about how, oh yeah, my character would totally be an ally. Like, really? 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 The fucking woman kidnapping, blood sucking, ugly ass undead monster. Really? So yeah. And similarly, which is because I did mention Genshin, like similarly, what made me like see Corina Butger as a creep is, you know, that whole bit. Like as an attention-seeking, literally like Paimon is playing Paimon is all she has, kind of person. I could use anthracite, but I'm not gonna. So yeah. I should stop being this negative, I think. But in my defense, I've explained previously that, you know, today wasn't precisely the most happy-clappy day. Let's see, I like how just doing this bugs it the fuck out. Wait. There we go. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put some ingots on the fire, make some plates. Hopefully. Because why the fuck not? I want to see. I think I've tried it before actually, but doesn't hurt to double check if I can make plates and then make those plates into what's it called? Come on, brain. Work with me, damn you. Make those plates into chain. Wait, I didn't? Oh, god damn it. Oh, it's there we go. And now you will become a plate. And not one I serve food on. Alrighty. Okay. Well, this is in... I swear these fucking garbage truck like actually fucking knows whenever I start streaming because it's back again. Okay, 30, 48. Where are my sticks? There are my sticks. Okay, question is, how much more linen do I have? Or is this... Sorry, flax. Wait, no, linen fiber, right? Yep. No, flax fiber. Okay. It turns out, fuck all. Oh yeah, I can shape it into whatever else. That's neat. Sadly, these ones did not make it. I'm gonna use that to make... Ooh, brigandine, that sounds sexy. Yeah, I'm fixing to make a brigandine. What else do I want to make? Integrated makes you want to move faster. Leg leather jerkin. Jerkin the gherkin. Okay, so am I gonna make this? Because this looks cool. I like this. You know what? I think I will. Why the fuck not? Wait! Ooh. This is actually a lot of cool stuff. Yes, I have a lot of leather. This will be my armor. It seems to only be outer layer, which is interesting. This one, again, is pretty fucking cool. It's those swears accuracy and ranged weapon charge time. Now, I'm not too keen on this. I don't really know what to think about this one. But, yeah, this looks really good. And shit, if nothing else, I might as well make it for posterity. What do I need? I need a lot of... I was thinking of something, but then I forgot. Alright, the night vision thingy. Night vision mask. This takes so much time to make. But yeah, this takes so much expensive shit. And I don't even need it, because again, I'll take feats that make me, you know, emanate light and all that good shit. Okay, let's see. So, in goes 1.2 liters of water and some grog. Ah, this looks cool. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go fix up the sails. Ow. For real, bro. I'm gonna need a light. Shut up. Ah! Oh. I expected taking a worse fall. What are those? I am so fucking done with these fuck-ass boat horns, I swear. It's not far enough. What? I need one more. Well, I'm gonna leave it like this for a minute. I need one more both ways, right? Okay. I do need to wait for daytime to work on this, however, because, like, otherwise it'll be rough. Because I think what's gonna happen is that the sails are just going to break on each other. Disconnect this because I don't need it. Takes away mechanical power from this. There we go. I think another round of blue clay is ready. No, I just realized I don't have enough. Boat runs are annoying as fuck. They keep coming from a cave next to my house, so I've built a wall to keep them in the cave. Yeah, and make them pay for it. Sorry, just every time talk of a wall is, you know, I need to make that joke. But yeah, no, because it's happened to me as well when I was playing with some friends. They just like would always keep coming out of that same fucking cave. I actually told one of them, which was like more of a noob. I was like, you know what? Do you see that cave? I was like, yeah. Well, I don't want to do. Well, I don't want to anymore. And you know, gave him a pickaxe and sent him on his merry way to destroy the whole cave. Because it was like really close to the surface too. Yeah. Yeah, actually. What's it called? Rusted gear and linen scraps, eh? What's the time? Because I think I'm gonna leave like a couple of these, then move the rest outside. What to cook? What am I lacking? Everything, basically. I do have a fair bit of protein, so... Carrot pies! Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Though I can't... You know what, I'm gonna use some spelt. Why not? I already have some. No, it's precisely how much I... What the fuck? Was I, like, subconscious about that? Alright, let me just place this back here. Okay. We interrupt this program to bring you Courage the Cowardly Dog! God, that was, You know, the thing is, I used to have a very kind of shallow opinion when it came to cartoons. I would not like watching a cartoon if it was not pretty looking, if it didn't have the like bright colors or like the good animation, like stuff like cartoons that were intentionally kind of ugly, stuff like a Class of 202, I think, or something, the one with the girl with spoons from like some vaguely Eastern European country, or was it actually Lithuania? I don't remember. But point is, like that one. Or I don't fucking know, like when I see Ren and Stimpy. Hell, I didn't like a Class of 3000, I think, was the one with the actual dancers. You know, even Total Drama Island, like I kind of didn't like the visual look of it. You know, but Courage the Cowardly Dog, I very much did really enjoy the look of, because it was actually, I don't know why I liked it. It just did. Okay, let's see. Can I make something with this and salt? Right, I just realized I need to make a what's it called? I need to make a mixing bowl because I don't have one. Okay, let's see. Spelt dough. I can knead it. Spelt flour. And some fluid or broth. And oils, which gives me various qualities of bread. So can I only use it for hardtack? Wait, I can actually just take the salt and see that. I can use it to salt shit. Can make hardtack. No, there's more stuff that I can make. Nut butt. Well, no matter. How the fuck do you get dried seaweed? Okay, seaweed shit. Mashed seaweed. How the fuck do I get mashed seaweed? Grinding seaweed. No, I see. Weed. But yeah, only like a couple of episodes actually like deeply traumatized me. That's a fucking sentence. No, but seriously, only so it was the slab episode. Obviously, that one like scared the shit out of everyone. It was it was the eclipse one, the harvest moon, I think, or whatever. With the like bald head guy thing. Like that shit was like uncanny as fuck. Por qué? This actually reminds me, bit of a funny story. Actually, I was playing this game. It's called Echo, ECO, and to put it like very simply, it's a survival game in the vein of like Minecraft or Vintage Story. I would say more like Vintage Story because there is a focus on technology itself rather than just mechanics. And I was like, yeah, I get that feeling, but the High Fertility Soil is very like dark, so that's what you need to look for. Bring please. So I was playing Echo, and someone mentioned like I don't know, they said something like an either or question, and I responded with ¿Por qué no los dos? Which, you know, is the meme, like why not both? And I got hit with like one of the moderators. It was kind of it wasn't like, you know, no memes in general type shit, but what so it wasn't like, you know, angry or anything like nasty, but it was still them asking me like, hey dude, can you please speak English so we can moderate the chat? And I'm like, dude, how the fuck do you guys not know the meme? What the fuck? But yeah, apparently they were not familiar with my game, and when I quoted that meme, they went like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is that? What the fuck are you? So yeah, that was a fun moment. But yeah, I generally can't understand like being online, and there's just some memes, right, that are so part of of the online vernacular that you generally like need to actively avoid knowing them to be like you know, unaware, like genuinely, and that's one of them. Now, where did I leave my tongs? Or rather, that's why did I leave them here? Well, I mean, I know why, it's out of habit, but the point is... Can't help but wonder, why the fuck would you need 6, what the fuck would you need 6, logs in the oven to, like, cook? Oh dear. Caffeine is starting to like not wear off, but switch into you know, sleepy tier. Okay, let me just well, this is actually, well, the thing is grinding because nothing's happening here. But while that is happening, let me just take some clay, and I could make some more shingles, but first and foremost I have to make the saucepan. I'm gonna make 2 of them. Actually, am I gonna need it? Because, like, one I'm gonna use for, whatchamacallit, I was thinking, right, one I'm gonna use for the automated mixing bowl, and the other one I'm gonna use just so. I have burned the pie, I can already feel it. I feel it in my bones. Yep, it's charred. God damn it. Well, anyways. I'm genuinely starting to get a bit antsy about waiting here. I do want to go and, like, go to the archives and start doing the story. I just don't really feel like getting mulched. And part of what I'm gonna need is the like, perk so that I can actually glow in the dark and see shit. So I can use my quarterstaff even if I, you know, don't have, or rather, so I can see even if I don't have my lantern in my offhand, so I can use my quarterstaff. Did you cut the roots from the original tree? Because I used to also be very concerned about this, and it's still, you know, like, annoying when they don't, but they stand, like, you are not gonna have a problem if you don't cut the root, because that way you can just, you know, wait for it to grow up and go get some more cuttings. I generally just want to wait for at least one harvest season. No, I'm just trying to think and figure out some way to get, you know, sorry. I've actually started thinking, I should rather say, about the cellar in my main home. Well, that's, you know, one of the kind of mistakes that you only make, like, once. Though I have seen that there seem to be a lot of trees around, so just keep your eyes peeled and you won't have much trouble. I also say, though there's not really much of a way to, like, do it outside of like, using world and regen, but I would say that since this playthrough, since I've started this playthrough, I've come to, like, consider the rivers mod to be like absolutely crucial. There's also another world gen mod that I use so that I don't like, I guarantee I spawn on a continent rather than a small tetchy island. But yeah. Because here's the thing. Without that mod, the sailboat is basically useless. And the sailboat is really fucking cool. Therefore, the sailboat being useless fucking sucks. You know? So, I am going to, like, if you want a suggestion for, I guess, either a second playthrough or something, definitely get the reverse mod and the World Gen Overhaul that I use, which I'm, like, they're all in the description, you can find them. Not the links, though. But do you have access to the ocean? Actually, let me scratch that. Do you have the setting for oceans to generate? Because you need to turn down the land cover scale. By default, it's 100. And like, okay, yeah, it's arguably realistic, because, back in those times, it would take someone generations, and they wouldn't be able to see the fucking ocean. But that doesn't change the fact that, it just feels wrong, at least for me, after I played so much, like noticing, hey, wait, I'm just basically landlocked. I can go literally to the equator and not, like, see a single large body of water that I couldn't, like, cross within a couple of minutes of swimming. That's sadly something that actually you can't change from World Gen, as far as I know. I'm gonna have to be honest with y'all. After this stream, next plan, probably I'm gonna go sleep. After I wake up, until I go out with the boys tonight, I'm gonna play some Cyberpunk. I love me some Cyberpunk. Yeah, since you're playing vanilla, you're probably playing base settings, which, look, the thing is, right, I don't understand why Anego Studios did it this way, but they made it so that oceans are, like, not gonna generate by default. So if you haven't changed the land cover scale, you're very not likely to run into oceans. You can find in the very first stream I've had here, the first Vintage Story stream, I should clarify. The settings that I use for this world. Also, this didn't take me too long to find as a place. Actually, the main reason why I settled here is because of the floating holy stone. Giant floating holy stone, I should say. They decided, you know what, this is where we're gonna be spending time, in the shadow of this majestic world building piece. Oh dear. Alright. What to do? It's already January. Well, the end of January. That's lovely, dear. More blue clay to make. Hooray, hooray. There's so much new blue clay. Hooray. Hooray. You're both pregnant. Hmm. Fucking hurt him. Yes. Reese. Reese, you fucking bastards. Ha! Tried to get a shot off on me. Even now. Such is the life of a foul creature. Huh? What the fuck? Couple more here. There we go. Now we gotta go all the way fucking down. Going down, dig it down, dig it down. I'm sorry about that. Not much that I can do though. Holy shit, it's nearly nighttime. Holy shit, it's Jason Station. Wait, where's my fucking... Something ain't right. I am missing an axle. Would you stop? Oh, there it is. All's good. Man, I really fucking love this game's music. It is filled with, as the kids would say, bangers. God, actually, can I get snobby again for a sec? What the fuck? Why did I like get stuck as if there was something like above my head? Anyway, this should be fine, I hope. So, to put on my negative Nancy shtick again, you know, Persona 3 Reload as a game is a game, definitely, that much I'm certain. But like, genuinely, you know, it's not that good of a remake of Persona 3 because it changes so much of the experience from the original, right? And it does so, like, here's another thing, right? When people say this, usually you get the reaction of like, oh, so what's wrong with changing things? It's called modernizing. But like, here's a counterpoint. There is such a thing as losing whatchamacallit, nuance with choice. And wait. Oh right, they're good. And the changes that I have an issue with in Persona 3 are that, plus, for no reason I could really tell, they decided to give Aegis this really quirky way of talking, where she goes like, you know, she goes to use a metaphor or something, and then she adds, as they say. And it's like, dudes, shut the fuck up. Because, like, obviously nobody talks like that. She's supposed to be a robot. However, any way you look at it, it feels so forced. It genuinely does reek of like the developers trying to like, you know, make her speech more quirkier. And I don't like that shit, man. It's genuinely like bad dialogue writing. Fuck. I'm genuinely getting kind of sleepy. Therefore, I think, you know what? I'm gonna make another like block of shingles, and then that's gonna be the end of the stream. Cause holy fucking shit. Kind of unreal. You know, one thing that I've considered, because a lot of people, well, a lot of people, relative to the size, a lot of people have mentioned, you know, like enjoying and finding my way of speaking and voice soothing. So, and I do like reading shit, like out loud, you know, getting into a bit of voice acting and stuff like that. Nothing too much. But, I've been thinking, there's this book that I have. Let me just, it's more like a booklet. Let me just find it real quick. I'm starting to feel yesterday's workout and I'm not enjoying it. Might be in another room. But its name roughly translates to something like The Legends of Vam's Realm. Yeah, I can't find it. I'm just gonna have to look for it properly. AKA, not when I'm also feeling like not when I also need to commentate. So, it's a fictional account of the mythology of a like I said, fictional country, and it's very strongly inspired by Greek mythology, from what I recall. I started reading it once. But I should clarify that this is purely a Romanian book. I also should see if I'm allowed to read it. Like, if I'm not gonna get someone breathing down my neck, though. Technically, you can call it a transformative work because I am, you know, translating it into English rather than reading it in native Romanian, and I don't think it's got an English translation. So all I'm doing is giving it more advertisement, and that's considering the whatchamacallit, fact that, you know, it's it might like be something I'm not allowed to read. Someone might just decide, yeah, I don't like this. and come after me. But I'm pretty confident that it's abandonware, basically the book equivalent of. But I do want to see. So, as I was saying, I am considering finding that or other such public domain stories, or other, or rather, I should say, or public domain stories, and like basically making readings of them, for the purpose of just like, if you don't want to catch or can't catch a live stream, or if you would rather, just have me reading stuff in the background to basically fall asleep to. Because I've always wanted to do readings. Like, specifically, one thing I want to read is Psychosis by Matt Dimersky. It's a genuinely good read. I actually think it's my favorite creepypasta. Thank you, phone. And hey, if it's successful, might just be reason enough for me to start reading some other stuff. Because, like, I gotta be honest, when I started streaming, like all the way back, I mostly just did it as a fuck it, why not type of deal, right? Like, it's always been something I primarily do for me, and that hasn't changed. But I also enjoy, like when streams and stuff that I make performs well, and I enjoy it when people enjoy things that I do. Shocker, I know. But initially, like, I've always thought of myself as like more of a critic and stuff, and to be honest, in day-to-day life, I very much do tend to be far more of a caustic critic. Like, you see bits and pieces here, like when I, rail up against the fucking, like, Silent Hill F $80 price tag. Like, what the fuck is wrong with Actually, I'm the idiot for even needing to ask this at this point. Um, or being shocked, really. But even more than that, I've apparently, I don't know, I find that I can't really keep up my anger when I'm on stream. I can't like keep it going for more than, like, I don't know, a couple seconds, well, a couple minutes while I go off about whatever pissed me off. Um, and ooh, I have received a mail. I wonder if it's a reply about my. Okay. Uh. Yeah, basically they said they'll contact the local manager. It's weird because the phrasing used here is a whatchamacallit. Where the fuck? There we go. The phrasing used is the same term that we use for like homeroom teacher, which is interesting. And I should clarify, the reason is because in Romanian, it's based on the word of like, not managing per se, but like more like commanding, dictating. There we go. Like how people do stuff, which like same root word as the one for. Come on, brain, work with me. Conductor. Which I'm actually curious where it's from, because I don't think it's Latin. I think this is a French imported terminology. But regardless. Um There we go. Let's stack them up. Where was I? So yeah, when I started doing this, I kind of envisioned it as just kind of a platform to, like, you know, talk about like what the fuck is wrong with whatever pissed me off at that moment. But you know, I've been finding that not just you know, my voice seems to be, I don't know, for comic people, but I don't know, I don't feel that much like frustration that I think it's worth wasting my, you know, energy on stream on being pissed off. Now wait a goddamn minute. I have an idea. What if, hear me out here. So if I use red clay bricks, right, and I bake them. Okay, there we go. Raw red clay. When no doors are open, I get tan once. Hey, Padoru. Sadly, you've gotten here right close to the end of them winding now. So what if I use some tan clay bricks to make whatchamacall them, some thicker portions of the, what's it called? Come on, brain. No, it doesn't really look all that good, to be honest. I'm not too happy about this. I'll have to see, give a look, if there's not a mod that like gives me the cooler looking bonds, so I can just make more effective use of the white bricks. I definitely will need to like break them up with something, but it'll probably have to be like debarked wood, because like this is way too thick to make it easy to build. You know, I'd basically be doubling my tools. This corner I'll need to make thick, but outside of that, it should be fine. However, oh, I'm glad to hear it. Funny thing is, you were only the first person within the week that I had to talk to in a situation of emergency. Today I had to call an ambulance and like take care of a girl who collapsed to heat stroke. But that story is like close to the beginning of the stream, so I'm just going to point you to that because I'm tired, boss. And with that, I'm gonna go look for the for a mod that could like fix up this problem. If there's like, I want to see if there's not a mod that I can use to, you know, make cooler looking brick slabs. But that being said, thank you guys a lot for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, but now I want to go sleep, and then I'm gonna see if I'm gonna make any food. Is there one of them in here? It feels like it. Farewell.